It's Week 10 of the National Football League. And we're going to see Travis Etienne. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Jaguars and the Chiefs coming up next.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his second season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass. So he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Bad situations.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot. C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for because, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense. You've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And the next-gen stat shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They go play action with Lawrence. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And this is off the left upright, and it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. The numbers on the ground for McKinnon last week. 6 carries, 51 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a first carry here for their running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. The Chiefs at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 38. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes firing complete. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
Yeah, the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 2nd quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. From the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. Now, the midterm elections are now concluded. I think we can all breathe a sigh of relief for that. But now it's time for midterm football, where we've moved past the unofficial halfway point of the season. And we got a couple of good matchups in the night games here in Week 10. Tonight it's North versus South in California. The Chargers and Niners from Santa Clara. And then tomorrow, Monday night, it's both Charles' birthday. Happy early birthday, buddy. And the first primetime appearance for the Commanders as they travel up to Philly to take on the Eagles. A lot going on. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Straight ahead, Etienne. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay game.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
But they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, They know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Lawrence. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. On second down, a run with Etienne. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Lawrence now off the bootleg. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And one more time, here's Kirk. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off for big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Ready?
Now Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley from 3 yards out. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Mahomes now on first down. He finds McKinnon complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And again, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defense far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on fourth down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Back to the air on second down. This is caught inside the 15. And Mahomes going to hustle him up to the line here. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Butker's kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 62 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Second down, McKinnon. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
He will push his way down to about the 14. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
They're going to snub this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Lawrence from his end zone. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. That almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on 3rd. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Here's Hardman to return. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line. At the end.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kadarius Toney, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 17-14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's Kadarius Toney who catches things with a touchdown reception. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. Etienne up the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. 117 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Etienne once more. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a goal. This is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Brought down by Willie Gay. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. Lawrence on 3rd down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. yards is the gain that time. Second and goal. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. For the lead, here's third and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
So a big kick to get this back to even, yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
And out come the Chiefs now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
83 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Right back to him on first down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Out to the right, here's McKinnon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Mahomes will throw. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. That third down conversion good for 23. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now a give. This is McKinnon. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, you crowd the line of scrimmage. If they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for Kansas City, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it's a loss that'll drop them back to...
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo. Take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi. Take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss. Take off the weird jewelry, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top off.